station. First time, long time, Paul. But we got RBO Vaughn backstage. But before we bring RBO, first place RBO Vaughn, first place RBO Vaughn on, we got to do a proper introduction because the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Washington Commanders 28-27 in a thrilling Week 10 matchup. And yes, I can't say thrilling because you guys definitely balled out. Like I thought it was going to be a blowout, but you all zipped that one up. I was like, I'm lying. I didn't think it was going to be a blowout. I thought it was going to be closer than what some people did by 14, by what some of them would say. But it was a back and forth game, back and forth all the way down to Russ and maybe a defensive jump. But again, we got RBO Vaughn. We're going to bring him on up. So Vaughn, hold on. I can't disrespect the first place Steelers like that. How you feeling?
You on mute?
Slim pickings.
I'm feeling great today, man. I had to represent, had to throw the shades on. First place, we still first place. We got, just like the Commanders, we got a tough game ahead of us, division game, But first place, still Vaughn is here. Thanks for having me, guys. How y'all doing today, man?
I'm doing good.
Oh, me? I'm doing great. I'm fantastic.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, we great over here. We're gonna talk.
Some would say if you come into someone else's place and then you just like sit on their couch, don't take your shoes off at the door, none of that. You just walk in with the muddy shoes. Some would say they kind of walked in and walk your trap, take over your trap. Walk your trap, take over your trap. That's kind of what happened there. No. Oh, I forgot. Losers go first. Joe.
Oh, I got a clip too for the game.
Oh,
yeah. This is like an introduction video for the topic.
Okay. Well, you can play. Yeah. You can play your intro. I had a special request. So some people they said walk in your trap, take over your trap. I don't know if you want me to keep the video in the storage because you got to do it again next week. I don't know. But Joe, what's the intro video you got for us?
This is two coaches talking. Let's get it.
Heading into this game,
why you stuttering?
Really thought this was, going to be a hard-fought game, and it was just like we expected. Bobby Wagner had spoken to the team earlier today about moments and opportunities, and I thought he was absolutely spot on because there were moments and there were opportunities, and so this one stings badly. The team is absolutely so all in for one another, and I love that about them, how tough we are, and so it should sting.
But our guys fought; they didn't blink. We got contributions in all three phases, and we're just appreciative of all parties involved. It's a good team win. When you're coming into an environment like this, man, and you find a way to get it done, not only is it a well-earned victory, man, but there's some real growth associated with it.
There it is. All right, so losers go first. So, look, I want to say this. First of all, congrats to the Pittsburgh Steelers for winning that game. And, that video was kind of, I guess, they won by 1 point. It wasn't like they destroyed us. You know what I mean? Like y'all got destroyed, Tomo, by the Eagles. Now, the Eagles would have posted a video like that. I get it. But, they won by 1 point. So, it was a close game. It was a nail-biter, But it's all good. They got the dub. I think this one thing I learned about this, I think the Steelers confirmed how good their defense was. Because all year, even last year, let's start last year. Last year, they had a few injuries, but their defense weren't as elite as we've seen in the past. All right. And, Javon would say a lot of that has to do with the offense being garbage. And then this year, they really didn't play a high power offense like ours. They haven't. They played Kirk Cousins in week 2, week 1, first game as an Atlanta Falcons. And Kirk Cousins, you put a lot of pressure on him, he could be a whole different quarterback. So I wasn't really sold on that game. They play a lot of teams that don't really score a lot. So when they play us, they did a lot of things that we haven't faced all year, right? I gotta give them a lot of credit, So although we still scored 27 points, we scored a lot of points, but that was our worst, in my opinion, offensive game of the year. That was our worst offensive game of the year. We came into that game 14 of 14 on fourth down. We needed a fourth down conversion to keep the drive going. We didn't get it. Although our fourth down conversions are usually shorter than that. That was like a 4th and 13. So, but it usually like a 4th and 4. I was a little upset we didn't. That last field goal we kicked, it was 4th and 4. We should have went for it. We've been doing this all year, but we set up for a field goal. But that's another story, right? We had 13 3-and-outs the whole year. They forced 3 3-and-outs on our first 4 drives. You know, we had the most 3-and-outs we had all year this game. So I give them credit for that. Right, 40-some% of our Mark should got a stat. 40-some% of our drives are in the red zone. We only got to the red zone 3 times. That's it. We did cash in 3 times, you know, but we only got there 3 times. We had a season low in passing yards, 242, and we had a season high in punts, which is 6. So although, like I said, we scored 27. I mean, 7 of that came off of a fake punt. You know, and then like we was already in the red zone and we scored. But outside of that, we only scored 20 points. You know, so I got to give them credit for that. Now, the better and more experienced team won yesterday. You know, they made the plays down the stretch. I look at Jaden Daniels. People killing him like he looked. I don't think he looked like a rookie. I just think he had his worst game. He still looked pretty decent. He still looked pretty good. He didn't look rattled at all. He missed 2 throws that whole game, but those 2 throws were crucial. He missed one to Zacchaeus on a 3-and-out when he got pressure. But, you know, I'm not going to put too much on him on that. He got pressure soon. Y'all had a free rush on that play, and he had to get it out quick. I get that. But the one to Luke McCaffrey, that was the big one he missed. He missed Luke McCaffrey deep in our own territory. I think it was on 2nd down. And that connection, that could have been a big game. That play probably would have got us like on a 30-yard line on their side of the field. But he missed them, and that was key. You know, but you know the good thing is if you are a commander, you know, you can learn from this. Obviously, you know, on a team, you can learn from this. You're not gonna play a defense like this ever again the rest of the season unless you get to the Super Bowl and play the Chiefs. You know, ain't no other team in the NFC that got defense like the Steelers. I look around, you know, so you're not gonna see another defense like this. And you look at it the positive way, you know. They would come up a bye week. They had 2 weeks to prepare for us. They were fully healthy. We had no B-Rob. We had no Marshawn Lattimore. I didn't even know Andrew Wiley was hurt. Andrew Wiley was hurt coming into the game. He was a backup. He didn't even start. He was hurt. Tyler Biadasz got hurt during the game. They added Precious Smith. You know, our kicker was out too, even though our kicker did pretty good. And we lost by 1 point. And we had the most drops we had all year. The most. So, am I looking at a game like, oh, we can't? That's why when the Corey said we can't be good team, it's like, yo, like, I get it, we lost to the Steelers. But to say we can't be good team, we didn't get blown out. We had the lead. We just didn't make the key plays that Russell Wilson made to Mike Wallace. St. Jude's always getting cooked. But good game for them, man. Good game for them. They deserve the win. They came into our trap and took our trap, whatever you want to call it. Came into our house and put their feet on the couch, whatever. But good game, well deserved. And lastly, I'm just glad it's Javon that did it. I'm just glad Javon did it. You know, I'm okay. I'm okay that my brother is getting success of our downfalls. If it's anybody else, I might be a little more mad, but I'm feeling good right now.
Cooper Rush, you got one job. I know. Go ahead, Vaughn. Act like that never happened.
Hey, you know, I want to say good game, GG's. I do want to address this comment that Kev just said. Joe, you play a defense like that Thursday. No, Kev. Y'all not like us, bro. Stop it.
They not like us.
Y'all getting better, but y'all not like us. Y'all don't even have a TJ Watt or a Cam Hayward. Like, so no. All right. So what I wanted to start with was it really was that. We really went in there, took over their track. As y'all know, I did go to the game. I was in attendance, me and my lady. First time seeing my Steelers play live. It was amazing. Okay. And I'm not sure if y'all watched the game, but it was one moment when you heard, "Let's go Steelers, let's go." Like, it was so loud that you heard it on TV. It sounded like we were the home team. And when you saw how the Commanders got the burgundy flags, the rags, the towels to try to combat the terrible towels, it was impossible. I mean, if you looked in the crowd, if you was at the game, you saw way more yellow towels than you saw the burgundy towels. It was just ridiculous. So what I want to say about this game is I felt like we did what I expected us to do. You know, we didn't win by the 11 points, like I said. We did give up 7, gave up a touchdown really when we didn't convert on that fake punt. However, the main thing that I took away from my defense was we shut down JD, man. I'm sorry. All year, you know, Joe, you've been saying, as long as you got JD5, you alive. Well, you had JD5 and y'all died because one thing he couldn't do, he couldn't run the ball. He averaged 51 rushing yards a game, and he only had 5 yards against us off 4 rushes. And he had 1 rush, he had about 4 yards. So that tells you what happened all those other rushes. So we was able to contain him. And I said that's the biggest thing for us, containing JD, because he is excellent at making somebody miss and getting extra yards. That's why they were able to have a offensive line where they say they didn't give up so many sacks. It wasn't because the offensive line was just blocking their tail off. It's because JD was able to make up a lot of their flaws on the line. Now, I told y'all TJ Watt ain't got to have endless sacks and all that to have a good game because we got other dogs out there on the line. I told y'all we don't have just one guy on one end, one guy on the other end. We got one guy from both ends and a guy in the middle. And who came to play? Alex Highsmith got a sack. It got negated by a penalty by Joey Porter that he did not even have to do. And Hayward was out there balling as well. So I felt like our D-line really was able to control, you know, was able to make Jaden just send that constant pressure. And we didn't make him fold completely, but he did miss some throws due to our pressure. You know, it wasn't just him being able to sit in the pocket. Like, he was really relegated to a game manager, if you ask me, on Sunday. He was just a game manager. He didn't do nothing special, and he didn't look super bad. He was just regular, if you ask me. And the fact that they didn't have B-Rob, it totally eliminated their run game. It was like a top 4, top 3 run game, and they only got 60 yards on us, you know, and that's the second lowest rushing yards they had all year. So our defense came to play. And offensively, this is the thing I was telling everybody. We are that sneaky team in the league that has a really good defense, and that offense is creeping up to become a really good offense. People had questions. Can we score with the best of the best? Can we come back and win against teams that can put up points? What happened this game? We was down 7 going into halftime. They came out and scored a touchdown right on us, straight out the halftime. And it was a quick touchdown because Scary Terry caught a pass and took it like 30 yards. So right after that, we responded and scored. They scored some more, and we had the resiliency to make the plays. I want to talk about Rush right quick because as I watched that game, I said I'm not fully sold on Rush yet. He got to continue to show me more and more and more. And early in that game, you know, that first touchdown drive we got, he looked cool. But, man, them 2 other drives, like leading up to halftime, man, Pat Freiermuth was wide open so many times, and he just kept missing them. Like, I was out there yelling, like, he's wide open. He's like, look at him, he's wide. Like, he was wide open so many times, but they was able to get some pressure. And, you know, Russ isn't the tallest guy, so he can't see a lot of times. He has to get out of the pocket to make certain plays, and he just wasn't able to. But that last touchdown drive, I got to give this man a lot of credit, man, because he balled out. A lot of people say we need our defense to force a sack, to get turnovers. We had 0 turnovers this game. Shout out to Joe. They say they don't turn the ball over that well.
It's fumble.
Huh?
Zacchaeus fumble on the special teams.
I'm not going to really count that. I'm talking about as far as us, like, forcing the fumble. That was more like y'all just muffed the punt. You know what I'm saying? So we was able to, and we gave y'all, it was like a favor for a favor because we gave it right. Yeah, y'all gave it to us right there on our like 10, 15-yard line. We gave it to y'all on y'all 15-yard line. So it kind of canceled each other out. But that last drive, we had it was a third and who was it? It was a legal formation on the first down. And it was ended up being Najee Harris just got a 7-yard run, legal formation, push us back first and 15. Then it became 2nd and 16 because we get -1 yard on the run. Then the next play, Russell Wilson makes a play, extends the play, gets out the pocket, and hits Calvin Austin to give us 3rd and 3. Next play after that, we convert the 3rd and 3 to Pat Freiermuth. Next play after that, we do 2 other plays. Then we get, 3rd and 9. Soon Russ say hike. Soon they hike the ball. It's pressure coming towards Russ. He has to step out the pocket a little bit and heave it up to Mike Williams for a touchdown. The new addition who said he never ran that route. He never practiced that route with Russ. It was for Calvin Austin, but he got hurt on the 2nd and 16 that he got the 13 yards on. So everything was so crucial and critical. It reminded me of playoff football. It reminded me of Steeler football. It reminded me of hope. Like, we're back. This is we do have more games to play, but this was a good game for me. Like, we really played a complete game as a team, and it started with us shutting down that rookie of the year in JD5.
All right, so kudos to you. You won the game. All right, you said everything. Everything that happened, you expected it. You said a lot of things on Friday. That was
Friday.
Everything you got right was y'all won. The outcome was definitely wrong, but like you said, by 11, you won, and JD couldn't run the ball for real. You said TJ Watt was gonna wreck the game. He had 2 plays the whole game.
I never said he was gonna wreck it.
You did, and I said he won't have a TJ Watt type of game. I said he won't wreck the game, and I said I promise you he won't. I even said I promise you he won't.
And I said, and I repeated, I said he doesn't have to get sacks to wreck a game, and we got more dogs on our line. I repeat this all the time because we got the best line.
You said he don't have to have sacks to wreck the game, meaning he can wreck the game other ways. He didn't wreck the game at all. He had 2 plays. He had a play when we were deep in our territory on 3rd down.
He hit JD.
Yeah, on 3rd down, but it was a 3rd down on our own 2nd-yard line. And then he had the play on the last drive. I give him that. Outside of that, he didn't have a play the whole game, but I give him credit for that. You also said Mike couldn't hang with your boy Pickens. I mean, he had 1 catch on Mike the whole game. Mike had 2 pass breakers on him, and Mike was on him for a good amount of time. The only time Pickens really got a catch was when he moved to the slot against number 1, who looked like a rookie, and when he got that pass on St. Juice, who gets beat constantly all the time, as you can see on Mike Wallace. St. Juice probably got the most touchdown give-ups in the whole season. I ain't look at the stat, but St. Juice been getting cooked. Not saying that Pickens can't cook Mike, but you came in here and made it seem like my man Mike couldn't hang with him, which he did. On the other hand, Terry McLaurin, he didn't. He had 1 catch on him. That's it. And then
you said 2 pass breakups and 1 catch.
But he was on for multiple possessions. He had 1 catch on him. You told me that he couldn't keep up with him.
He had 96 yards in the touchdown, though, Joe.
It wasn't on my guy, though. I told you Mike, and you told me Joey Porter can hang with Terry. And Terry,
I was wrong with that. Okay. Oh, so since you lost the game, you trying to nitpick on certain things I said. Go ahead.
You came and said that everything you expected to happen happened.
I didn't say everything. I said the game went a lot of how I said it was going to go, how I thought it was going to go, because I knew we got the best D-line, and y'all wasn't going to be able to run the ball on us, and I knew JD wasn't going to kill us. He had no touchdowns, 0.
Okay, the no touchdown scenario is blasphemous. So look. All right, look. Do you think that Najee Harris had a better game than JD?
Do I think not? You sound my running back versus your quarterback?
Do you think Najee Harris had more of an impact on the game than JD? Because JD has 0, but Najee had 1 touchdown on the goal line. You think Austin Eckler had a better game than JD?
I don't think he had a better game, but he had a big impact. He had a lot of he converted some 3rd downs. He had a lot of shifty runs. He did the job.
But it's about two of Austin Eckler's touchdowns, right? One of them, Terry McLaurin got tackled from a pass play on the 1-yard line. And then we ran the ball with Austin Eckler. JD could have scored, but we just ran the ball. Also, De'Ami Brown dropped the touchdown pass, and then we just ran the ball, and then he scored. So to say that he had 0 touchdowns, we put up 27 points, and JD had something to do with it. So if we had 10 points or 7 points, and you said JD didn't have any touchdowns, then I get your point. But we had 27, and we could have easily said, you know what, we're going to get JD the touchdown, but we just ran the ball on the 1-yard line.
So how about this then? Explain why he had his lowest, second lowest passing output, and he came into the game with 76% completion rate. This game he had a 50% completion rate. Let's talk about him. He averaging 51 rushing yards and only having 5 rushing yards. So that sounds like we shut him down, if you ask me.
No, I came in here and gave y'all props and said JD had his worst game of the year. Did I not say that?
Yeah, so
I'm just born at the notion when you said we held him to 0 touchdowns. Like y'all, like y'all,
we shut him down, Joe. Like we
so
did.
You told me De'Aaron Brown. So De'Aaron Brown went open in the end zone, Javon, and dropped it.
Joe, that happens all the time, Joe.
But you said y'all like your party.
Y'all still scored a touchdown though.
You said what?
Y'all still scored a touchdown.
I know, but JD don't get credit for that. But you said we shut him down. He didn't even score a touchdown. Like
how many games has he went without scoring a touchdown this year?
He went multiple games scoring. He don't have a lot of touchdowns. He got like 7 passing touchdowns or 9, and only got 4 rushing touchdowns for the whole year. Because we run the ball a lot when we get to the goal line. That's why. I just wanted to correct that.
That's cool, Joe. Listen, that's cool. You can correct the fact that he didn't score. That's just a little sprinkle I add on top of shutting them down. You feel what I'm saying? That's not that's not my whole, end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Because you and Mark sat in here and said we couldn't stop y'all on y'all offense. But like you said, we forced y'all to punt the most times y'all had.
I never said y'all couldn't stop us. Never said that. I never said I said the score gonna be 28-25. I mean, we got 27. You said we won't be able to score on y'all. You put us 17, and we were able to score on y'all. You said we couldn't convert in the red zone. We convert in the red zone every single time.
I'll give you that. Let me tell you this, though. Out of your 13 drives, well, you had not 13 drives. You had, where's that? You had 12 drives. And you said, like you said, only 3 of those drives made it to the red zone. After 40%, 47% of your drives all year made it to the red zone. And one of those drives, like you said, we gave y'all the ball in the red zone. So this is my thing. All year, y'all talked about how efficient y'all offense was. All year, y'all talked about that. All week, I've been saying this defense is built for that. This is our biggest test. All week, I've been saying that. So now, when I say we shut down JD, all I need you to say really is, yes, y'all did. like really. I need to hear you say we shut down JD.
Shut down.
He looked like a human.
He was able to do nothing, Javon.
Joe, no.
He made plays that game, though.
How about this?
He had his worst game, but shut down.
How about
we
this,
won
Joe?
27.
Joe.
Yeah, we got 1 point.
He had 2 good drives all game, literally. 2 good drives, literally. 2.
Then we score on both of them drives.
Yeah, 2 good
He
drives.
didn't get shut down. Shut down means he couldn't do nothing.
All
wrong.
All right, I'll give you that. How about this? JD was a game manager Sunday.
I'm with you on that. He had his worst game.
I need to hear you say he was a game manager.
He was a game manager on Sunday. He was his worst game.
That's what I need you to hear.
That's what I need you to hear.
That's what I need you to
hear. He did not
hear.
get shut down.
He did.
And when him being a game manager, we lost by 1. I can live with that.
His legs got shut down.
It did. He didn't run the ball. He went about 4.
He couldn't, Joe.
Against the Ravens, the same thing. Because y'all, that's y'all focus on. We don't have B-Rob, so that hinders our running game. And then y'all put a lot of focus on JD getting out of the pocket. I get you. And we couldn't run with Eckler and Wilson Nichols. Same thing in the Ravens game. Same exact thing. The Ravens actually did a better job, though.
All right, hold on. Before I know you got something to say, Mom. Before we get there, let me read the super chat right quick. Shout out to Ty, been a member for 16 months. We gotta start calling him Petty T. But shout out to the Best Sports Network. It's Ravens versus Steelers week, but all cap very often teams trash. And if y'all know who cap very often is, then you gotta go back to the NFL chat. It's a rivalry between him and Kev. But hashtag where's my jersey, hashtag Sir Cap a lot, hashtag MVP3, hashtag Knicks Rookie of the Year. I think I don't know where that came from, but
yeah, he's trolling right now.
Yeah.
Javon, look. Yes, y'all won. JD had his worst game. Worst game. He worse than the Bucks. Worst game of the year. I give you all of that. I'm just correcting some of the little things you're saying. Like, he ain't scored a touchdown. I had to step in.
Joe. He didn't though. It's facts.
But you said y'all shut him down, was his false, and he didn't score a touchdown. Like he couldn't score on y'all.
Joe.
Y'all got the whopper pass. We ran the ball in that 1 yard line. Y'all y'all kept him out the end zone the whole game.
Tomo, if we go against your quarterback, right, and 47% of the drives he operates reaches the red zone. But in this game, out of 12 drives, only 3 of them reaches the red zone. When one of them, you got the ball on your 15-yard line, so you already started in your red zone. So that don't really count, to be honest. That really don't count. He averages 70% completion rate, but then he only gets 50% completion rate. Average 51 rushing yards, only gets 5 rushing yards. He averages 200. About 230 something passing yards, maybe. Only had 200 passing yards, 0 touchdowns. Is that not shutting down? No, we didn't completely shut him down, but he got shut down, Joe.
To his standards, that is a
shutdown. Man, he couldn't do nothing. How we get 27 points in, Javon?
Joe, y'all got 20.
No. That's my question. Because you said you couldn't run the ball. How did you get 27 points?
Y'all got 2 good. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, he had 2 good drives, Joe. Out of 12, 2 good drives. I ain't gonna say out of 12 because one drive y'all started on y'all 15-yard line, like I said.
Exactly. And one drive we could have had a touchdown and got in the red zone, but Zach Ertz, that was another good drive. But Zach Ertz dropped a 3rd down pass to extend the drive. So we had to settle for a field goal.
So going off of how he's been playing, though, Joe, you could say that is a shutdown because he couldn't be himself. If you can't play like yourself, then what are you playing like?
Exactly. We took away his legs, bro.
He could not run on us. Nothing.
No, that's completely
shutting down, Joe.
Not being yourself is not a shutdown. It means you had your worst game, or you could say your worst game. It don't mean you got shut down.
Defense, though.
Shut down. Yes, I give him credit for that, but shut down mean you couldn't do nothing. You know what shutdown is? With Josh Allen against the Ravens, he got shut down. He couldn't do nothing. He got shut down against the Ravens. Or who else y'all play this year? I can't even think of nobody y'all shut down. But
Joe, he had 2 good drives all game, bro. Joe, you said how y'all scored 27? I'll tell you how y'all scored 27. So y'all got a field goal, and y'all got the ball, and y'all started on your own 30. Y'all got 40 yards. Y'all didn't even reach the red zone. Y'all got to the 30-yard line. You got a field goal right there. Y'all got the touchdown on your own red zone, like I said. So that's 10 points right there. And y'all got those 2 touchdowns, which is 24. And then that last field goal y'all got the ball on our own 42-yard line, got 19 yards and got the field goal. So that's how y'all scored. Y'all had good field position in 3 of those scoring drives that y'all had. Y'all was in good field position. Y'all only got 40 yards on one field goal, which it's kind of good. I'll give you that a little bit of credit to that. 19 yards on another field goal, then y'all got 15 yards on the touchdown. Like, we just shut him down, bro. I was live there at the game. Like, I kept asking the fans, I'm like, where's JD? Is this y'all rookie of the year? This one dude, the little fat head, he had a JD face. He was like 4 rows down. He had it all up. Then he had to turn the face around and not face me no more. He ain't look that good.
So how many good drives y'all had?
How many good drives we had?
Yeah.
We probably had like 4 good drives.
We had 3 good drives. Y'all had 4. We didn't shut y'all down though. I ain't say y'all. Did we shut y'all down? Yes or no?
Did y'all shut us down or did y'all shut Russ down?
Yeah, we shut y'all off. Yeah, we shut y'all down. Yes or no?
Nah. You know why y'all didn't? Because y'all ain't stopped our run. We had 140 rushing yards.
Did we shut down Russ? Oh, because Russ threw them 3 touchdowns.
I mean, he won the game, Joe.
So y'all had 1 more good drive than us, but y'all
had 2 good drives. 2.
Javon, 3.
Who had 3? We had the touchdown drive. We had a touchdown drive. Then we had another drive in the second quarter for 95 yards, for 75 yards. Then we had another drive. Huh?
This is y'all or us?
It's us. We had a drive for 75 yards. We had a drive for 75 yards. We also had another drive that was 70 yards. And then Warren fumbled on the 1-yard line. We drove downfield on that drive too.
Y'all had 3 good drives the whole game. I'm looking right now. 3 good drives. Y'all had a 70-yard touchdown drive. Y'all had that touchdown was 14 yards. Don't count. Y'all had a 75 touchdown drive. Y'all had a 86 drive that fumbled, and y'all had a 46-yard touchdown drive. But you didn't want to get my 40-yard credit. But I'm just saying, we had 4 good drives too. Three or four good drives.
I had like 2.
Yeah, we had 3 or 4 good. My whole point is, look, I don't want to make too much about this, but you said y'all shut us down because we only had 3 good drives, and y'all had 4 good drives, but yet The score was 28-27. Shutting us down, meaning you hold us under our, like you hold us to like 20 or 17, 15 points. That's shutting us down.
Joe, see, you like to use context when you like to use context, I see. Because you try to bring up the context on how JD and get his touchdowns because y'all was in the 1 yard line and all that. I just explained to you, you had a touchdown getting 15 yards. You just asked me how y'all get 27 points. I'm telling you, y'all only had 2 good drives. You only scored 14 points, really. If you want to get the extra field goal with the 46 yards, you can have that. That's 17 points, bro. You got a touchdown on the 15-yard line. Then you got another field goal, which I was on our 42-yard line. I got 19 yards that drive and got a field goal. So
y'all got a touchdown over.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes, y'all did a good job on our offense. I'll say that because I felt like we should have been able to run the ball a lot better, even though we didn't.
We didn't shut y'all down though.
Listen. I want to say y'all shut us down compared to us shutting y'all down because we held y'all to y'all lows in a lot of things, Joe. Except for points, of course, because of the things I just told you. Like I said, you had 3 good drives for real. I'm gonna give you the third one, but that's 17 points for real that JD really produced out there. Other than that, those other 2 points, he had 19 yards and 15 yards, bro. Like, come on, man. That's context for you, though.
But also compared to the time, we also had our starting running back out, who's a part of that high power offense. And we had 2 offensive linemen hurt that game. So my whole thing is, I'm not going to use the word he got shut down. Was he himself? No. But shut down means he couldn't do nothing. That's what that means, bro. If I'm playing basketball and let's say I average 30, but you hold me to 10 points for the game or 12 points, he got shut down. That's like way below. That's like insanely below what he normally does. But if he averaged 30 and he dropped 18 for the night, I'm not gonna be like he got strapped. Yeah, like come on now. I'm not gonna say he got shut down. He had his worst game though, so far.
Hey, I guess let me ask you one more question. Because I know I got other topics to talk
we're
about.
Gonna close this one out, but
I got one more question. Because you told me you want me to ask you again. I want to ask you live on the show. You said wait till Tuesday. So did Russ outplay JD or not? Nah?
He did. He outplayed JD that game.
You told me to ask you again. You said I asked you on
Tuesday. But the circumstances were tougher for JD. I will give you that. But Russ did have a better game though.
Of course, it's gonna be worse. He's playing against our defense, bro.
I understand
that. Like we got the best top 3 defense, best D line. That's the strength of our defense. So, but thank y'all for having me. You feel me, Joe? It's always a pleasure. You always, I got a whole list of notes. I was ready for this, and I just want to shout out my defense, my D line. We got the best D line in the league. And we still wasn't 100% healthy because we didn't have Nick Herbert. We're not gonna have Highsmith this week, but we still the nation, man. Shout out to my Magic NBA Cup playing right now. We up 1 against the Hornets. We should get this dub. But hey Tomo, hit me one more time before I go, man. Hit me one more time before I go, man. Put my shades on, man.
I got you.
Before I go, man.
I'm gonna start it from the top.
Let's get it.
One your time, take over your time. One your time, take over your time.
All right, y'all, man. Peace.
All right, Vaughn.